I would never in my life drop down, and this is the one-on-one mistake of the players that are basically playing on Icebox. If all of your teammates are going down, if 3 of your teammates are going down, 4 teammates, like, you cannot overstack this position right here, where you can easily get by the enemy's utility. We're just bugging each other's out, like just cluttering the choke point. You need to develop the balls and strength to essentially like take the ropes at the right moment of time and always support your teammates from top of the 410 generator. Like, be aware of this angle here. We can use this portion of the 410 generator as a cover to clear the right angles, and then we are slowly moving forward together with our teammates. On A side of Icebox, we have the sector number 1, sector number 2, sector number 3. You don't need to over-aggress at all. As your teammates are moving from sector 1 to sector 2, we use the ropes, support them from the 410 generator. As our teammates are moving from the sector 2 into sector 3 to fight the enemies, we once again can use the ropes or drop down and support our teammates at the backside. And that's how your pathing should look like. What's up, all of the tricksters and tricksettas watching this VOD review? Today we have our brother Honzis again. I think this is like a second or third VOD review for Honzis. And today he is playing Chamber on Icebox in a Platinum 1 elo. Is Chamber good on Icebox? Absolutely. One of the best maps for Chamber, and in Platinum elo, you should be able to carry easily those matches with Chamber, Outlaw, Operator, ba-ba-boo-ba-ba-ba. You get a point. Yo. So after last VOD review, here I am again. Topics we talked about last time. KST problem was 69%, now is 75%. Very good, that means that you're becoming a more useful teammate. Sound awareness, you have told me that I need to work on my sound. I'm still a bit deaf, but I think it is better. I would like you to focus on that and tell me if you see any improvement and if the problem is solved. We'll focus on that. I remember that VOD review, like, my dude basically doesn't know from which direction enemies are going. Now, general awareness, you gave me a training, I'm doing it. I think that I became better at reading opponents and teammates. Still a lot of work to be done. I will be glad if you pick situations where I'm doing something wrong. Oh yeah, by the way, like, I already shared with Honzi some kind of a training that he's performing, and if I was you, brother, I would just keep doing the same until you feel that you finally improved. Now, not pushing with the most aggressive teammate. Although I'm trying, all habits die hard from Counter-Strike, where everybody sort of work together and they not push like idiots when the bomb is dropped. Feel free to tell me when I should be more proactive. We'll focus on that. Utilizing wrong weapons. Well, see for yourself. Last act in the tracker, I think you will be proud of the top 4. Situation right now. This act I've played almost nothing. I got married. Congratulations, brother. Like, my dude is moving in life. You quit playing Valorant, you get married. Had a wedding to plan, and at 10-2, we both said yes, yay. So I've not been around that much. If you will check my tracker, please focus more on the last act. I have more statistics there. I'm meaning Omen and Chamber. Last time we did the Omen review. Now I wanna hear and see my mistakes as Chamber. This VOD has been cancer like every other Valorant game. We managed to win. I did almost 40 kills, but it is still too close in my opinion for what potatoes enemies were. Okay, interesting anglando. I want to improve further as a solo queue player. I decided to mute half of my toxic ass teammates, as you should. Now, let's see the tracker, even though I reviewed the Honzi's tracker multiple times. ADR, good for a Platinum player. KD, much better. KST, much better. Mechanical skill can still be much better, but generally speaking, the mechanical skill ceiling is the hardest to improve at Valorant. And your general weapon statistics are kinda the same as before. We don't have that many problems anymore like in the semis, full buys and pistols. Your ecos can definitely be still a bit better. You know, like we can squeeze in like 1 KD. Your mechanical stats are still getting better. You improved for like 20% as I said, but this can be much better for a Platinum player that is slowly grinding his way out into the Diamond and Ascendant elo. Okay, Icebox, listen here. Let's talk about some general rules on Icebox that you should follow. First of all, on Icebox, your default bomb site and #1 priority is A site on both attackers and defender side. Secondary priority B site. Third priority mid area of the map. In the first 4 to 6 rounds, we want to pressure the enemies mainly on A, then test the enemies on B, and we are using the mid area of the map as a last resort if you find some kind of a gap to surprise the enemies, lurk, flank, or split the map. On Icebox, regardless of the enemy's team composition, in the first round, always push the A site, and if you lose the first round, in the second round, we're going B, and mid. And we're trying to test the enemies here to see how they play, how they position, and what they're doing. But on Icebox, if you win the first round on A site, then 3 rounds in a row, we're pushing A site. In the 4th round, we're faking A, and we're going B. Regardless of the outcome of the first 3 rounds, we do this strategy in the 4th round, because enemies will have enormous amount of mental pressure onto the A site. And if you just send one of your, I don't know, initiators plus the sentinel to fake that site with their, shock darts, recon darts, and shit, you might sell that fake, and the B site is going to be wide open, or there's only going to be one enemy there at that moment of time. And this is the best pattern of pushing on Icebox in ranked solo queue, especially in the lobbies between Iron 1 and Immortal 3. Now with Chamber, in the first round, if you're a solo sentinel, what you want to buy is a trademark. Rest of the money you're investing into the headhunter. When you're pushing A site, your trademark always looks like this. It basically, enemies cannot pass it without destroying it. Yes, it is more visible, but the problem is, like, if you put any other trademark, such as this, it doesn't do shit. If you put a trademark here, it doesn't do shit. If you put a trademark here, it doesn't do shit. Because enemies can easily smoke it off, pass it, and kill us through mid. But also enemies from B can just also kill us. This trademark here is okay, but if enemies actually do some kind of a like this, and they dodge it, we're also in a lot of problems. And finally, that's why this trademark is the best. Even if the enemies are destroying it, the trademark is doing its purpose, its job, and that is to give us the info if the enemies are actually behind us. And we simply push the A site in the same way that you would do with Omen, Jet, or any other character. We're going from the belt, pre-aiming the top position, waiting for our initiator's utility, or maybe for our teammates to pick some kind of a contact, clearing all of these angles one by one, trying to delete one enemy. If you don't get any fights with the enemies, we can simply, pick up the teleport, move in together with our teammates through the upper ground, and essentially support our teammates from the 410 generator. Same as with any other agent, you should be abusing the elevation of this bomb site as much as possible to support your allies, and you need to learn how to play around these specific positions. Your movement should be superb there. Now, if you do have another sentinel in your team, such as Cypher, Killjoy, which is even better, don't buy the trademark in the first round. Buy the light shield, classic pistol, and 4 bullets of the headhunter. What is always going to be very important on Icebox when you're pushing the A site is that you always path from the belt and let your stupid idiot teammates go from the short here. You should only go from this area of the map if you want to delete enemies that are very repetitive up here. Like enemy Jet is playing there 24/7, pre-aim her, get her out of the map. Otherwise, you always go from the belt and you're either dropping down here and supporting your teammates, clearing all of these angles one by one, clear the tower, and then move together with your allies. So you can go from the, from the nest, try to pick the enemies, or you can simply just go through this area of the map, clear the angles one by one, contest the enemies, move together with your teammates. Also, the teleport is viable all the way up to the 410 generator, and we can just chill here, wait for our teammates to plant the spike, fight the enemies. We're still safe, we can get out. What's up, tricksters? My name is Charlatan. I'm an all-time Radiant player since closed beta and the #1 most experienced Valorant coach. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you're interested in coaching yourself, be sure to join my official Discord over at discord.gg/charlatan. Some of the coaches and pro players that you're watching today were actually the students of Papito. Other than that, enjoy in this one, baby. Let's see what Honzis does. So we don't have a sentinel in our team. What we should do in this round is we need to buy a trademark. And he didn't buy the trademark. Okay, listen. Whenever you're pushing onto the belt, always pre-aim this position. You just don't know. Maybe enemy Omen is gonna do an instant teleport from here. There, you are dead. Enemy Jet will maybe use the ropes, get up here, kill you. Any enemy will maybe use the ropes, get up here, and kill you. So, whenever you're pushing through the belt, we pre-aim this position, and then we continue with a push. I would never peek from the belt, without recon utility and initiator's utility like this? Why do we have a chamber teleport if I'm just gonna swing from the belt into completely 50-50 gunfights without the teleport? Why would I do that? Like, why would we pick this, dry pick this position? I definitely don't like how carelessly and with which type of a crosser placement you clear these angles. Like, you know, your crosser needs to be higher up here, following the top to bottom rule. What is top to bottom rule? I've explained in the previous videos. Then doing the peek on this angle, these angles, killing that guy, this guy, killing this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy right here. And yeah, if you swing the belt without using your teleporter, obviously this is the position where we want to keep it to play on top of the 410 generator. Here we have the teleport activated all this way. Even if we drop down, we can try to contest the enemies here, and we are still back. And once again, we can use the ropes to play together with our teammates and connect with them. I would never in my life drop down, and this is the one-on-one mistake of the players that are basically playing on Icebox. If all of your teammates are going down, if 3 of your teammates are going down, 4 teammates, like, you cannot overstack this position right here, where you can easily get fucked by the enemy's utility. We're just bugging each other's out, like just cluttering the choke point. You need to develop the balls and strength to essentially like take the ropes at the right moment of time and always support your teammates from top of the 410 generator. Like, be aware of this angle here. We can use this portion of the 410 generator as a cover to clear the right angles, and then we are slowly moving forward together with our teammates. On A side of Icebox, we have the sector number 1, sector number 2, sector number 3. You don't need to over-aggress at all. As your teammates are moving from sector 1 to sector 2, we use the ropes, support them from the 410 generator. As our teammates are moving from the sector 2 into sector 3 to fight the enemies, we once again can use the ropes or drop down and support our teammates at the backside. And that's how your pathing should look like. Bro, what the fuck are these smokes? Like, my head hurts, man. So we have this smoke, and this smoke. Brother, if you have these type of controllers, at least tell the Omen. Omen, man, can I get a smoke here? Can I get a smoke here? Thank you. Like, you know, and the Brimstone can do whatever the fuck he wants. Like, you know, if you want to do this smoke and this smoke, okay, God help us, but whatever. My guys smoked this. Jesus Christ. Why am I stuck in the platinum elo? Maybe because of this. Yeah. I mean, listen. After you finish this fight with the enemy claw, you saw that one enemy is also fighting your teammates around the screens. If one teammate, second teammate, third teammates are fighting 2 enemies here, I don't give a fuck about my back. Because if all 3 of these teammates die and I get a kill on the enemy that is behind, I'm 1 versus 2 or maybe 2 versus 2 for absolutely no fucking reason. Especially in the first round, you want to support these type of idiots. Now, as I said, if you win the first round of Icebox, on the attacker side, on A side, 3 rounds in a row, we push A. In the 4th round, we fake A and we go B. The best pattern of pushing. Especially when the enemies are eco, halby, and they have low economy. Fuck the mid, fuck the B side. From Iron 1 to Immortal 3, you don't need this area of the map. If enemies are eco and halby, you don't want your teammates to die from some kind of a shorty here, Bucky here, maybe a sheriff peeking here. Your teammates are not peeking, you know, clearing this area of the map. Fuck this shit. Okay, listen. If you're already pushing from the B long area of the map here, from this like green, before you swing, before you check that angle, jumps for the enemies. Not only because of yourself, but also because you're playing in a platinum. Your teammates are just gonna swing like this. Maybe they're gonna swing like this. And they're not gonna have the info about potential enemies in this area of the map. You cannot tell me this is like platinum, diamond, yellow, man. I mean, I know it's not that high and, you know, like it's platinum, diamond, whatever. But, brother, can we take a moment of time to appreciate these smokes? Just look at the minimap. Just take a look at the minimap. So basically, we have a brimstone smoke here, brimstone smoke here, brimstone smoke here, like this. Then we have the omen smoke here, and that is our smoke setup. Okay, good. No, I love that our omen with a spike is at the bridge contesting the raise in a 1v1 fight. When you're playing with such teammates that don't give a fuck and that are just trolling and you know, they just are stupid, just carry the spike yourself. Listen, one economy tip. Whenever you build up the ultimate with the chamber, drop the main gun from your hands to your teammates and use the ultimate in that round. Basically, we use the chamber ultimate in the same way that you would use the jet ultimate as well. Fight, fight, fight. Listen, another thing that you need to do a bit better, you need to prepare yourself for the fights that you're gonna fight with your teammates. A lot of the times when your teammates are picking some kind of a fight, you're not ready to refrag them immediately. I mean here, if I already saw the Sova on the minimap there, I'll be holding this angle, pre-aiming the Sova, Reyna takes a duel. I'm swinging out, taking a kill. Enemies can also be mid.
Okay.
Good kill, bro!
My black swipe. Yeah, it is.
Once again, in this same situation, if you already know that two enemies are on one side and one enemy is here, your main focus is isolating this guy as soon as possible and killing him before the rest of the enemy team connects with this guy. So right now we need to rush down the anal cavity of that Sova. Now turn the focus on A side. The enemies can be there! Behind you, bro! Oof. Okay, listen. If you have the teleport available and you're going for this spike plant and you don't know if enemies are close to you or, you know, if they can peek you at any moment of time, use the TP here, start planting the spike. If you can commit, great. If you cannot commit, at least I have a tool to go back and now I can re-engage the enemies. Planting right now here is very dangerous because we have no idea where the fuck is the enemy raised and enemy sage.
One enemy remaining.
One enemy remaining.
He's pushing. What will he do?
Teleport is ready.
Okay, Reyes can be behind us. In this 2v2, 2v1, whenever you have true numbers advantage, especially when you're 2 versus 1, your main priority is figuring out a way how you can cover majority of the angles together with your teammate and play with that guy. Right now, I don't want to play on site. Even though the spike is not planted for the CT, I cannot play on the site. I need to play in the CT together with the Reyna, and whatever this Simon does, I do that as well. Like essentially, if this guy wanna go here, I need to follow him up and bait him and basically play with him. If this guy wants to sit here, watch the CT, okay, I'm just gonna watch the site from this angle and try to support the Reyna. But I cannot play on the site right now because look how stupid this positioning is. Like we are exposed from the kitchen, from the mid, from the B main, and from the CT. Isolate some of these angles. At least if you are here, we just need to watch the site and watch the CT. Done. Like, what's the problem? Also, in this situation, what we could have done is just... we play in the kitchen together. You know? Like, one guy looks here, one guy looks here. We play the proper refrag. Enemies defusing the spike, no problem. We walk up together, delete this idiot, that's it.
Holding mid. Holding mid. Holding mid. Bro, activate your eyes. Activate your eyes. What the? Bro, what the? Yeah.
That was close, man. Up, 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 up.
Spike down A.
I don't know if I would have dropped there from that position, from the 410 generator. Like, to be honest, what I would have done in this round, I would have either fought from the top of the 410 generator, and if my teammates already have, if I already have a smoke for this, let's extend our push, get in the smoke, maybe isolate this fight, then we can get behind the enemies, maybe isolate that fight, and try to surprise the enemies. But this was not bad, like, more proactive and actually, like, you're there to support your teammates to some degree.
Last player standing.
Okay, raise shoot 18.
Above you? No?
Stop, one hit. Nice.
Trigger discipline.
Trigger discussion. Trigger discussion. Yeah. Nice shoot.
Don't panic, brother. Don't panic.
One is left. I have one next.
Okay, now we're 1 versus 2. This round played out how it played out. Like, there's nothing really better that you could have done. Reset the trademark, reset the teleport, get ready for the post plant. Now, where we plant the spike is gonna be really important. When you're in a clash scenarios, 1v2, 1v3, 1v1 on Icebox on the B side, the best idea is to plant the spike for the CT and just to play from the CT. Like right now, what I would have tried to do is essentially, because we have the time to do it, I would have planted the spike right here and then walk into the CT, and now I only have 2 angles to isolate. Like, the only thing I need to do is basically watch this, watch that, and that's it. If you play the spike anywhere else, or play anywhere else, there's too many opportunities that enemies can use to fuck you up and backstab you. Like, you don't see all of the angles within your screen. Another good idea is to basically plant the spike, you know, also in that position, and maybe take the ropes and get in the kitchen when you're like in the numbers disadvantage, because we can easily isolate the gunfights with the enemies in kitchen and maybe surprise them from this position, and if they don't check us, we can take a kill like this. Especially if you plant the spike here and enemies don't clear the CT, there's a huge chance that, you know, you're gonna surprise them and take some easy kills.
Yeah. Please, you triggered this machine.
By doing this default plant, like, I mean, okay. I mean, depends where we play now. Like, going in the B main would be way too obvious. Once again, the best idea is to play around the top side in kitchen. They have a Sova drone, Sova recon dart, like... This is not gonna be fun, man. This is not gonna be fun. There is a drone.
Enemy remaining.
Right now, a really good idea would have been to use the trademark to pressure this Reyna. Like right now, I would just be jump spotting the spike, wasting as much as time possible from this Reyna, waiting for my TP to recharge and my trademark, and then I'll be using the trademark as a bait to pick the Reyna. Essentially just, you know, putting the TP here, putting the trademark in front of her, she shoots the trademark, bam, you go for the peek. Trademark, 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 trademark. Okay. You didn't win this round because you're good. You kind of won it because enemies are horrible. But still, ace is an ace. Now we have defender side of Icebox with Chamber. So, first of all, on a defender side, Obviously, A site is your number 1 priority default bomb site, number 2 priority B site, number 3 priority mid area of the map. In the first round, we always play A site, and with Chamber, if you're the only sentinel in your team, you need to purchase the trademark, and this trademark, instead of the kitchen, you want to have 24/7. It is really important, if you're a solo sentinel on your team, on a defender side, that this trademark is sitting here 24/7. And we are just adjusting this trademark based on which bomb set we play. If we play B site, we can put the trademark a bit closer to site, so we have a wider range to play on the actual site. If we're playing A site, we can do the trademark like this, so we have more space to play on the A site. In the first round, we drop the trademark there, and then you can buy a ghost, you can buy headhunters. It's really up to you what you play. I personally go for the headhunters, and this is the strategy that I do. So in the first round, what I do is I put a teleport right here, and we're playing a baiting strategy. Not really baiting our teammates, but we're trying to surprise the enemies. Essentially, we play fully hidden on A tower, hiding behind this cover, and we are trying to pick the right moment of time to delete one enemy from his existence. So basically, what you're looking for is you maybe want to surprise an enemy that is taking the ropes, delete him, go back. If enemies are here or here, that is also the good moment of time to surprise the enemies and kill them, because when the enemies are in this open area of the map and this here, they don't really have a benefit to place their crosshair for the tower. And if you didn't showcase yourself to the enemies until they reach this and this position, chances are really low that enemies are going to check you up there. Also, I mean, if your teammates are fighting the enemies on belt, we can go for the surprise peek, try to get a kill, TP away, and then we continue supporting our allies or playing a retake. The main point on a defender side, when you're playing the first round, is not to defend the bomb site. You cannot stop 5-man enemies pushing the first round, especially if there's only 1 or 2 of you guys on the site. Your main point of the first round is creating a numbers advantage and playing retake based on that specific numbers advantage. So that is why we're using cheesy strategies and cheesy setups to essentially surprise the enemies, get one easy kill, and get the fuck out. Now, if you're a secondary sentinel in your team, like you have a Cypher, you have a Killjoy, you have somebody that can get the information for you on mid and in the kitchen, then that is the only moment of time when you're placing your trademarks basically for the A site and trademarks for the B site. Otherwise, if you're a solo sentinel on Icebox, you really need to keep this trademark here, here, or here, depending, you know, which bomb set you're playing. You want to extend the range where the trademark is activated as much as you can. I mean, if this strategy works for me in Radiant lobbies, I don't see a reason why it's not going to work for you. If enemies are pushing B site, okay, we just rotate through the CT as fast as possible, and we are playing the retake of the B site with the teleport and our teammates. Let's see what's going to happen for Honzis. Playing B in the first round. Okay. Good off angle. We have a teleport to reposition. Nothing to shit about. Enemies had a terrible utility usage. Good kills. Muy bien. The only thing I would change here, I would definitely place this teleport closer to this wall. Yes, it's gonna cut off some area of the map where I can play, but I don't know, like if enemies are dashing into me, you know, teleporting and satcheling, they can maybe catch you, you know, here without your gun in your hands. But, I mean, it's okay. Like, whatever. Like, solid setup. We can play here. Raze was an easy kill. Second kill was maybe too much. But okay, we got a second kill. Now, after these 2 kills, you shift your mindset from I want to make a numbers advantage for my team and risk my life to kill the enemies, to the mindset where I want to stay fucking alive and control the outcome of this round that I won for my teammates. Right now, There's no... Even though you have a teleport available, there's no reason for you to risk any more fights with the enemies. This death might cost us this round. This death might cost us this round. Every fight that you don't need to fight, you should not fight. Listen, put in the trademark for the kitchen. Like, this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. But putting the trademark here is not okay. Why? Because one enemy can lurk through the window and do this. I don't have the information in the kitchen. What the fuck? Like a trademark cannot be there behind that corner. The whole purpose of the trademark is not to hit the enemies, but to give me the valid information whether or not enemies can be somewhere. Even if the enemies destroy the trademark, who cares? At least like we know that enemies are there. Okay, let me see this play. Good off angle, good position. Good setup. Good setup. Good setup. Good setup. I just don't understand, like sometimes when you're holding these off angles and positions, like you're moving a lot. Fuck it. Like when I'm holding these positions, like what am I only focusing on? The very first fucking pixel that I see on the edge of this corner. I'm not looking at my crosshair. I don't care about my keyboard. If I already have this TP setup right here, like my only focus is the peak of the enemies. Like I'm basically ADSing here always, because you're not gonna stay here for a full spray. When I'm holding like angles with a chambers teleport, you can always hold them with the ADS kinda, because your main job is to, you know, do 2 to 3 bullets and then TP away. You don't wanna commit to the fights. And essentially, my eyes are here at the edge of the angle. As soon as I see the first pixel, I'm firing the shots, taking the kill, getting the fuck away. Now listen, as soon as the enemies develop this AB pattern of pushing, like in the previous round, the enemies went A, second round B. In this third round, I would gamble on the A site. Not only because they're following the AB pattern, but also like A site is our default bomb set and bomb set of the higher priority. When it comes to this teleport setup, I showcase you like there's just a better TP setup, and that's it. Like you know, put the teleport at the box, just shit on the enemies, and that's it. Like, I mean, you can mix it up. You know, we can do one time this teleport, then this teleport holding this tight pixel angle. Then we can also do a TP here if you want to play like around this area of the map. TP here if you want to play behind the boxes there to surprise the enemies. Like, don't stick only to one shit. How did that miss? How did that miss, brothers? Listen, if the enemy claw does the ultimate, run for your life or hold a really good off angle to kill that claw. Claw is under pressure. That agent needs to push you in order to stay alive. You don't need to hold this angle at all. Hide behind yellow and wait for claw to pick you like an imbecile. And once again, you're trying to fight some fights that you don't need to fight. Good kill, good refrag. Good kill, good kill. Good teleport. Listen, one mega big tip. Don't force yourself to always play in the range of your tripwire and teleport. Like, if there is a better play for you to do, or you need to do some play or to hold some angle for your teammates, do that instead. It's totally fine. Our job is done. Let's chill a bit. Breathe. Now, our Omen and Brimstone are fighting in the Sova. Sage is in B main. Who do we support? Who do we play with? Question for $1 million.
Bro, kill him.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, okay.
With B.
I'm hoping. Very good.
One enemy remaining.
Good teleport setup. Good kill on the raise, but once again, you're not paid for this shit, man.
Take down A.
And also dying here, you see, like why would I die solo here? Play on the contact between enemies and your teammates, take a kill. You need to play more on the contact between enemies and your teammates. Okay, we covered a lot of different topics, like literally I'm tired as hell. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a sub, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next VOD review. Mwah.